What is good with y'all? It's your boy Chris, and we're back on Spurs Spotlight with another banger.
Yo, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Yeah, I'm here right now because I had to turn off the Olympics. I was watching France versus Germany, and they were just getting beat down. I'm pretty sure they were losing by like 20 when I turned it off, and Wemby couldn't really get it going. Germany's defense was so suffocating. France doesn't really have the guard play to get Wemby the ball. It also don't help that he has to share the court with Rudy Gobert. But enough about the Olympics. If you want a full breakdown about that, maybe I get it in for y'all another video. But today we're going to be looking over a clip where Chris Paul talks about Wemby. Chris Paul recently just went on a podcast where he was asked some questions about the Spurs and just him in general. They ended up getting on a question where they brought up Wembanyama. So we're going to go over it right now. I haven't seen it. I was actually waiting to live react to this on Spurs Spotlight for y'all. And excuse the blanket. You know, it's a little chilly in the room, but I don't want to have to put a full shirt on, so we're just going to have to, you know what I'm saying, use the blanket today. Hey, let me know if y'all like it. I think it's kind of fresh, though. Hey, shout out the blanket. But we got the Beat headphones as always. Let's get straight into this video.
So when you broke into this league out of Wake Forest 20 years ago, I remember you very, very well. Tough physical player, great defender, distributor, mid-range shooting game. You kind of had it all. I've said this on the show many times. You're my point guard. I want my guy to defend. I want him to be
Yeah, why he glazing though? Why he glazing?
Chippy. I want him to be vocal. I don't care if everybody on the team loves him. I want mostly mid-range game, distribute first, score second. But when you broke into this league, there were some good European players. It wasn't like now. Like, I'm watching Wemby, and I'm like, what is that?
Right.
Are you surprised?
I get to play
Chris?
with him, too. I get to play as his teammate.
I know.
Look how happy Chris Paul is to say that he's Wemby's teammate, man. Chris Paul is a Hall of Fame point guard, and he's excited that he gets to play with a 20-year-old. When do we ever see that? That just shows you how much respect Wemby has around the league.
What do you make of that? Like, when you watch him as an all-time great, what do you make of Wemby? What's his ceiling?
Yeah, I don't think he has one. You know, I said this before. He's one of those guys that after the game this past year, we all talked about how weird it was to try to guard him, to try to shoot over him. But it just shows you how the game has grown. I mean, and there's an appreciation, I think, for, you know, American players or whatnot of the European players. I was watching the Greece game the other day, and I saw Spanoulis as the coach. You know, I played long enough to remember him as a player. You know, there's NBA plays that's named after him, and now he's coaching the Greek national team. So
Chris Paul basically just said Wemby has a chance to be the greatest player of all time. He said he does not have a ceiling, and I agree with Chris Paul. When you look at Wemby's rookie season alone, he had one of the greatest rookie seasons ever. And that's coming in with all the hype. He exceeded all the hype. He exceeded my expectations, and I'm sure he exceeded y'all's as well. So when you just look at his first year, there's no doubt in my mind that he could possibly be the greatest player of all time. Now, there's a lot of variables in the equation, you know what I'm saying? He has to win. He has to stay healthy. He has to maintain some sort of longevity. I still think there's a chance he goes down as the greatest player of all time. Like I said before, a point guard like Chris Paul talking about a second-year player, he's excited to play with Wemby. Not the other way. Well, I'm sure Wemby is somewhat excited to play with Chris Paul, but Wemby's not going on podcasts and our interviews and saying how excited he is to play with Chris Paul. Chris Paul's doing that for him. He's low-key glazing Wemby. This is just the ultimate sign of respect. And it's good to see Wemby getting respect from everyone around the league. Like, this is just one instance, you know. There's been many instances of vets showing Wemby respect. LeBron posted a picture with Wemby on Instagram. They did that whole Rookie of the Year video thing, tribute thing with a freaking trophy case, and I think it was Fanatics did it. That was awesome, too. And even, like, just interviews before Wemby got into the league, they were asking questions about Wemby, and they said, well, we're in trouble when Wemby gets in the league. So we all know Wemby's well respected around this league, and it's a good sight to see, you know what I'm saying? Our GOAT from San Antonio is getting the respect he deserves. But anyways, man, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all make sure to join the Spurs Spotlight Discord. Make sure to leave a like, comment as always, and leave a prediction of Wemby's accolades down below. How many Defensive Player of the Years you think he's going to leave with? How many MVPs? How many championships? How many All-NBA selections? Y'all give me y'all's predictions down below, and I'll drop mine as well, and we can compare and, chop it up. But other than that, it's me and boy Chris on Spurs Spotlight, and I'm out. Peace.